know what it is. It's LADZ Day. It's the best NFT show in the world. I've got my main man, Crypto Buffalo, bringing you everything you see here in LADZ City.
I'm ready for some drops. I got my mitt going. Let's play some ball, brother.
Look, he brought his mitt.
Nice. This is my Little League mitt, too.
Everybody who's been helping LADZ lately, this has become a community.
What we're building is awesome, and what we're all doing together is definitely amazing. And that intro is amazing. Good morning, good evening, good night. It is NFT Live. We are about to get after it today. It is LADZ Day. It's going to be a phenomenal day. I can't wait to spend it with you. We are going to take you around the Metaverse. We are going to go into Terra Virtua. We're going to do all these things, and I can't wait to get after it. So, Buff, how you doing, my man?
What's up, dude? It is LADZ Day. If you are brand new here, welcome to NFT Live. We do this twice a week. And on this day, most of you called this Friday. Yeah, drop that. Let's give that up. And let's call it LADZ Day, because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then LADZ Day. And today we've got ourselves a packed episode for NFT Live and Terra Virtua, man. I've been waiting forever to dive deep on this project. I'm excited for the lads to learn about it. We've got amazing guests, 2 guests today, and we're going to break it down with them. And after the show, we go back into LADZ City. We're going to hang out, and then LADZ City Radio is going to be going off for about 3 hours today with my boy DJ Savage, along with some special guests. So yeah, man, today LADZ Day. I'm excited as always.
Oh, we're excited too, because we got some Yetis last night. Me and you collected some Yetis on the blockchain. So that sounded like such a dad move, but we are deep in the generative art movement. I'm wearing a dad shirt, so I might as well go ahead and do it. But guys, excited to have you here. Our vibe, our tribe, NFT Live, Terra Virtua, everything Buff just said. We're going to get straight to it. We have a giveaway and a big announcement to get to here. So we have the giveaway first. Buff, if you can pull up my screen, I'm going to kind of drop this here in chat. We have the Dreamloops giveaway. So BitLectro Labs is doing that generative art piece there with the audio component. And we really liked having BitLectro Labs on. They have a drop coming up on Sunday. And of course, we are doing the best for the lads. So we got 5 to give away. 2 are going to be via this giveaway at NFT Live, and 3 are going to be given away on the LADZ City Discord to our nobles. So keep that in mind. We will talk to the nobles after this episode. And then I believe the other, let me see if I can't get to this. The other piece is going to be a LADZ City announcement here. So I'm officially going to be putting this out there. We had the announcement of an announcement last night via this. We had a 6/11/21 with a little blurred out image and a ghost. We are excited to announce that Choina has been accepted as a Aavegotchi ambassador for the lads. So the lads and Aavegotchi, there will be a Gotchi Lads channel here within the LADZ City Discord. We are going to be collaborating as 2 communities together, and Choina is going to be heading that up. So shout out to Choina for getting that ambassador program set up and getting awarded. More rewards are going to be given to us as we gain more, obviously, Aavegotchi and lads members there. So that's going to be in the channel, and you will be hearing more from Choina about that. But shout out to Choina, shout out to getting that done, man. Aavegotchi and lads, partners in crime.
Dude, I love it. And that's what I love about LADZ City is there's so many projects out there outside of LADZ City that the lads are involved in. And some of them, man, they're running those projects, or they're ambassadors to those projects, and they have straight alpha that they bring into the city. So if you have a project out there that you literally are waking up and that's all you're doing outside of LADZ City, come on, bring it on in here, man. Let's grow together. That's how we're doing it here with LADZ City.
100%. China just actually posted in LADZ City. We can pull up my screen one more time. I know I'm making you work early in this episode, Buff. But we have that's an awesome graphic, by the way, China was able to put together. But Gotchi Lads, and you can see anyone can go into LADZ City right now and check this out. And you can see the requirements to be a Gotchi Lad. There is going to be a tag associated with this. So China will be able to tag all the Gotchi Lads. And there's going to be a lot of cool membership benefits to this. But you can kind of go ahead and get in our server and learn about this. We will go ahead and get to the episode. We obviously have a lot to get to. So again, huge shout out to one of the lads. We have a lot of lads building a lot of different things. Marty McFly's building a merchandise piece there for the Bored Ape Yacht Club. So a lot of things are going on in the city, and NFT Live is one of them, and we're going to have ourselves a good episode. Any last words before we jump in?
Oh, last words, man. Let's put the gun down, bro. So Today, we usually have a plethora of shows. One of them is a show that we've been developing called NFT Arcade. Unfortunately, Rage Cage, the Cajun army and everyone involved is not going to be available today. He's headed to El Salvador. I don't know why. Is there something going on there? I missed it. No, actually, if you guys have been paying attention in crypto, El Salvador is now supporting Bitcoin as legal tender. And he's going to head there, man. He's there for the parade. He just got back from Bitcoin Miami, so he's been busy the last couple weeks. And I said, dude, it's all good. We'll get you next week. We have some stuff behind the scenes we're working on that NFT Arcade is about to blow up. So do not fear. Rage Cage will be back next week, stronger than ever. But he's in El Salvador right now, probably being knighted with Bitcoin and, maybe becoming vice president there. I don't know. Who knows? Rage Cage, you can't slow him down.
Yeah, I think there's lava and volcanoes that are building Bitcoin machines. That's the last word I had out of the country. So a lot of things going on there in El Salvador. So shout out to Rage Cage. Shout out to all the creators, man. Young Content, Young Content. I was on his channel. Right. Maybe we can have a discussion here relatively shortly. I see him in the channel. We have Fun Uncle, who is doing the show on Sunday now. Can't wait to get that onto YouTube. Easy was killing it yesterday with his interview with Superworld. That's a ridiculously awesome project. The guy knows Michael Bay. I think he dropped that really casually. So a lot of stuff, man. I'm super excited. Let's not get too far in the weeds here. If it's your first time here on the LADZ City Network, we have a plethora of shows Monday to Sunday. You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to check it out. Maybe if you don't like us, maybe if you don't like NFTs, maybe you like Easy Street. Maybe you like Fun Uncle. Maybe you like Rage Cage. So that's what we're doing here on the LADZ City Network, is bringing you all that jazz. If you are here and it isn't your first time and you are a LADZ community member, please like the video. It helps us get it out. Otherwise, we will get to this episode with Terra Virtua. They are building a really awesome platform and some really awesome tools for NFTs. So let's get into it.
All right. We'll roll this video here and let you guys know what it's all about.
Welcome to Terra Virtua. We'd like to take a couple of minutes to introduce you to our world and explain how we are revolutionizing the concept of collecting. We've all collected items at some point in our lives, whether stamps or coins, trading cards, posters or action figures, and sometimes we've nabbed merch that can actually trade for serious profit. Collecting and being a fan is part of who we are. In today's age of super fast internet and VR streaming, we take this to a whole new level. Online gaming introduced a new type of treasured commodity, the digital collectible. Initially something that could enhance your game playing performance, such as a more powerful sword, some games allow you to trade these items with other players, creating the concept of digital collectibles. Today we can now create compelling and sought after items in virtual space, and technology allows us to dynamically bring these collectibles to life with animation, audio, and even AI. Terra Virtua has taken a number of your favorite brands and created a world of compelling, stunning, animated collectibles which you can discover, buy, collect, and trade with fellow collectors. And that's just the beginning. Terra Virtua has developed an exciting ecosystem which brings interactivity, social, and community to your collections to open up a whole world of new possibilities. Populate your own Terra Virtua fan cave, your personal 3D environment in which you can display, interact, and show off your collections. Bring your friends in, explore together, watch video stream, listen to music, chat in real time while maybe negotiating the sale of one of your prized digital treasures. Our AR app allows you to bring virtual collectibles into the real world, so you can photo or video capture the scene to post on social media and show off to your friends. Every digital creation in Terra Virtua is unique, authentic, and truly ownable. In order to secure all collectibles, Terra Virtua uses blockchain technology, which is an ultra-secure digital vault protecting your items and authenticating your ownership. Coming soon is the ability to build and customize your fan cave and make it uniquely personal. The VR Fan Cave, for the most immersive and realistic experience. The Terra Dome, your own huge space to display bigger items, such as fighter jets from Top Gun, cars, spaceships, monsters, and more epic collectibles. And this is just the beginning, as we're adding new features, collections, and components every month. Discover, buy, trade, display, share, interact, build. Terra Virtua, collecting reinvented.
All right, and I'm sitting here with Jawad Ashraf and Jeff Holmberg. Jawad, you are the CTO and co-founder of an awesome platform that lets people experience NFTs in really new ways. We are excited to have you here today.
No, it's great to be here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. And nice to see you too as well, Jeff. Jeff is a certified, and let me make sure I get this straight, resident degenerate NFT collector.
I am. To all my fellow degens out there, I need you to just put some comments in the YouTube right now, because I know we're all aping into a bunch of stuff the past couple months. So shout out to all my fellow degens out there, just collecting.
Yeah, 100%, man. We're going to get to Terra Virtua and the platform you guys are building. We actually hopped in before the episode. We were able to download the software and hop into that big display piece that you guys have, as well as the man cave display that you guys have. And it was awesome. We were watching Top Gun sitting in the metaverse. Like, it was amazing. But before I get to that, I want to get your guys' opinion on the market right now. You guys are obviously heavily involved in the NFT space. So where are we in the market right now as it comes to NFTs?
Well, it's quite interesting because literally 6 months ago, when we were talking to brands, because that's very much our focus, we were trying to explain what an NFT is. After everything that happened in February, everyone in the market, in terms of the mainstream, has got a completely different view of what an NFT is. It's like an item which is a one-on-one which sells for millions of dollars. So there was a mad hype cycle around that, where a lot of people jumped in and tried to capitalize, and quite opportunistic. And so what we had like a massive hype cycle going on. And now what's happened is what we believe is like sanity slowly starting to come in. But with sanity is a lot of disappointed people who instantly thought that NFTs would be like the instant money-making opportunity. You know, you had celebrities making drops, you had everyone jumping onto marketplaces. So it's it's like crypto. You've literally had 3 years worth of free market competition happen in the space of like 30 days. So right now the market sort of, in our view, it's settling down a bit, but it's still the focus of the market is still a little bit on celebrity. There's a big focus on artwork, but in the NFT space, we believe there's a lot more to it. You know, it's a complete revolution of books, of music, and films. It's not just about art. So the market's settled down, but I just think there's much more to come, really.
Utility too, right? You know, we were joking about apes before the show. Like, you look at all the NFTs that kind of died off, and all the NFTs that are kind of like making a rise in the space. You know, we joked about Bored Apes, and they have utility. Like, they have the IP and the copyright attached to that when you buy it. So it's kind of like people are getting smarter. You know, people are learning more about NFTs and kind of seeing through the whole, 10,000 pixelized items, bond curves type thing. And they're looking for things that present experiences with it now, and community that comes with it. And we're starting to see that. You can see VFriends rising, that has utility to it. You know, if you look at OpenSea in the top 10, it's very important, more so now than ever, to really have utility with NFTs and something to do with them. And, just from an art perspective, art fell like a little bit, right? And I think prices got a little bit too wild there for a moment, but this is okay. Everything's cyclical. This is healthy. Pullbacks are healthy, and it just gets everything back to more of like a normalized situation that's affordable for newcomers to come in and buy something. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on that as well. Utility is a big keyword for me right now.
Yeah, you use the term normalize to talk about some of this stuff, but what you guys are doing isn't technically that normal right now. AR and having all of these NFT pieces and displayed in the way they are, which we'll get into in a second, that is really cool. And you guys are really pushing the boundaries, especially with the IPs you guys have as well. Top Gun, Godzilla, Pacific Rim. I mean, this is really cool stuff. So take me behind the origin story before we jump into the platform. How did you guys found here Terra Virtua?
Okay, so my background is I've always worked in technology right from the beginning. I started off things a lot more serious than NFTs, like kidnap and ransom and anti-terrorism, and slowly moved my way more and more towards gaming and product companies. And what I've always been really interested in is technology, new technology, and how we can apply it to real life. And back in 2018, I was really interested in VR and blockchain and how they could work together to be like a new way to interact with the digital items. But like at the time, the technology wasn't there. So, and also we didn't have access to brands or IPs, and that's what we really wanted to do. So that was me on my own and thinking, okay, this is a great idea. let's try to get some amazing people onto the team. And one of the first people that I was trying to get hold for ages was Gary Bracey. And this was the guy that literally took video games and was the first person to license movies to video games. I mean, RoboCop was the first video game that sold more than 1 million units. And he's the one who persuaded movie studios to go ahead and make a commitment to do something new. So I went to Gary, met at a Starbucks on the way back to the airport because I live in Dubai, and managed to grab him en route. And we sat down at Starbucks, and I sat down and said, "Hi, Gary. All right, I've got to go to the airport. Blair." And that was like, this is what Terra Virtua I think could be. And Gary sort of looked at it and went, no, I think this is what the shape of it can be. People aren't instantly going to get into VR. It's too far away. We need to think about every digital touch point over and above just VR. And that's really the origin. It's like cold, rainy UK evening, Starbucks car park discussing how NFTs could change the world. And that's how Gary and I got together. Then after that, we brought some really great people onto the team. And Jeff being like the person who's really deep in crypto. I mean, ask him how many NFTs this guy's got in his wallet. It's actually ridiculous.
Degenerates unite, man. I got over 14,000 across a couple of wallets. So Degenerates unite. I like to. I've aped into a lot of things over the years.
And that was the thing that because we sort of built stuff before, we managed to get a really good team together. Like literally, like the team that built out our NFTs, we got over 120 people. Like we got designers, graphic designers, because when you get this stuff from studios and music studios and movie reels, no one's going to actually do anything with it. What we're trying to do is create new innovations, and we got to do that ourselves. So what we're trying to do is show the market what can be done. Otherwise, it just becomes movie clips and cards and little bits of video. That's why we created cool 3D models, immersive environments, AR. And so the whole idea, the origin of this was, let's make it so that if you can buy something digital, you own it. It's permanent. The mass market understand it's permanent, and you can touch it in any form of digital media there is, from AR to 3D to VR to web, have it available in every shape and form. And that's how you take something really cool and make it available in every which way. And the other fundamental part of Terra Virtua was, let's not just take something which is in the physical world and make it digital. Let's do something in digital that doesn't exist in the real world, which are like the 3D models and the interactive experiences. So if you buy if I buy a Baby Yoda, it's not doing much. But then if I'm having Terra Virtua, he'll be moving around and talking. That you can't get with a physical item. So that's sort of like the base of where we came from in the first place.
It's a good way to win the crowd over. A little Baby Yoda and an Iron Man sitting on the couch behind you. We get a lot of comments about that one. I've been blown away. So I checked out the demos when you guys first launched. I really like the man cave, like the fan cave kind of style. Can you break it down? Now you're on NFT Live. There's a lot of people that have a lot of NFTs, maybe not as many as Jeff, but they definitely have a good collection. How can they get involved with this right now? And what is the process to take their NFTs and put them on there? Break it down for somebody who has never heard of Terra Virtua.
Okay, so basically the way that it works now is that Terra Virtua was like a closed ecosystem initially, and it had to be closed because that's the only way we could have got the buy-in of the movie studios. We got Legendary Studios and Paramount who bought into us in terms of vision. But what they weren't going to do was buy into us if those NFTs could be moved around. And that's sort of against the whole blockchain ethos. But that's where we started. So now what we do is that when we have this 3D environment, let's say this fan cave, anything that you buy can be placed within the fan cave. So if you buy a piece of artwork, it can be placed on the wall. If you, let's say, buy a Top Gun helmet, it can be on a plinth. Or one of our VFlex or 3D items, you can place them and walk around them and see them. And this was quite cool because, like, in the early days, we were also demoing to big music studios, and we were showing them like how you could take a record and put it on the record player, buy it as an NFT, then put it on the record player, then go ahead and play it, and then chill out on the sofa and listen to it. So whenever you take anything on Terra Virtua, you buy anything on Terra Virtua, it's available to you in inventory. But one of the things that we're now looking to do is that now we've opened up the borders as of this week, where the items can now be taken in and out of the ecosystem. And the next stages that we have in our roadmap are things like full interactivity, invite your friends down into the fan caves, and also ultimately bring some really cool stuff that you own into the fan cave as well. And that's really what it's all about. It's about really taking what you have and showing it off, because when you collect, you want to brag, right? People want to show what they have. And especially in the times of COVID, things have changed. Things have accelerated. People are now looking for more ways to reach out digitally. So, here you can see, like you can take a Lost in Space figure. You've bought it. You can see it in 3D on the website. But now you can walk right up to it and you can see it. And if you wear the VR headset, and it's just pending approval, you can walk right up to it and look at it like that. Or you can pick up a VFlex and hold it in your hand. It's just, it's really powerful, and that's what we want to try to do. And it's an evolving platform, because what we've done is we've gone wide straight away, which is cover every platform, which means that we're going to go deeper for each experience, but it takes more time because we're trying to do 4 things at once. Actually, when we launched the mobile application, the 3D, and the website on the same day, and that in itself was a big deal to try to get that done. But now there's a lot of evolution coming down the road, a lot of learnings, and there's some really, really amazing stuff that we've got in the pipeline.
And I do want to jump in there and just say, for those, we got to get you more Terra Virtua items, to showcase in your fan cave. But I am known for giving away secrets when I do, Discord chats and interviews. And, one thing is we have a bunch of updates coming to the platform, to our marketplace as well. And just as a collector, going through separate marketplaces, OpenSea, Immutable, etc., Nifty Gateway, I've seen all sorts of marketplaces. Obviously, Bearable people out there have seen different marketplaces, and there's a different experience for each one. And we've really compiled a lot of user feedback and community feedback into how we want to update our marketplace, update our platform, it's UI, UX, everything. I caused such a big stink internally with Jawad on that, but I got to say, if you're new to Terra Virtua, you're just coming on, get comfortable, get used to it, because the updates are just phenomenal. And I'm not even saying that, because I work here and I'm biased. We've just taken a recipe of what we think are some of the best features, the best utility, the best design, and are working on that on the back end right now. I don't want to give an ETA when that is going to be launched, all those updated features, updated marketplace, but it's just absolutely freaking-tastic. I think users are just going to go head over heels for it. I know I did. I worked hard giving some insights for Jawad and how to create and design that stuff. But now more than ever, if you want to get involved, start with even like a smaller priced item, test out the fan cave, the Terra Dome. It's a really good time to get in. As Jawad just mentioned, we just opened up full interoperability. We started as a wall garden contract, smart contract when I came on board, but obviously we changed that. We want to be part of the multiverse here. So just a lot of exciting things coming to what you're seeing. And then further down the line, we're just going to keep building and building and building.
Yeah, and the whole website experience is going to be really quite radically different, because what we've been picking up from the community is all the things that people struggle to do when they're building collections, when building packs, how rewards are allocated, all of those things, all the things that people are crying out for.
Did you say packs?
Update coming.
Did I just hear you say packs?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
This is great, guys,
Yeah.
and absolutely a smooth experience, a really immersive. Yeah, I mean, I was sitting there testing it out before the episode, and I got hooked in just from the audio immersion. I don't know if you guys did anything with that, or it just really felt like I was there in the room, and it was coming from the sound boxes. Yeah, I'm sure you guys were doing that. So take me through the partnerships that you guys have up to this point. Obviously, those stand out when you go to the website, that you have Pacific Rim, that you have Godzilla, and that you're able to kind of combine these with your platform. So take me through that.
Jeff, do you want to do that? Shall I?
Oh, okay, did we lose Jeff?
Yeah, I think
we lost Jeff.
Yeah, we lost Jeff.
He'll come. Jeff. But he looks happy. Okay. Yeah. All right. So in terms of brands, well, one of the things that we did very early days was when we approached the movie studios, we had a selection of brands we could work with. So with Paramount, we had Godfather, which we Godfather and 9 other movies. And Godfather we chose as, it's one of those just seminal movies that we're all massive fans of. And there were so many things in the movie archives that we were able to dig through archives over 30 years old and pick out stuff, that's never been seen. Just sitting on the movie archives, like posters for the Korean movie. And then the more modern stuff, like Legendary, we got Godzilla versus Kong, we got Pacific Rim. And what's really interesting about Godzilla versus Kong, it's the first time that a major movie was also coordinated with an NFT launch. So you had a major movie studio that was talking about us, and we were marketing with them at the same time. And here we got assets actually from the cinema, the CGI from the film, which was like millions of polygons for a single item. And then we had to decimate down them to hundreds of thousands and then create animations. So it took months and months and months for our internal animators to actually go ahead and put this together. And there's just a ton of approvals that you need to do with the studio. So one of the things that we're quite good at is actually knowing how to do the IP and to and fro between the studio and a brand, and trying to create something special. So like Godzilla vs. Kong was interesting. If you look at Godfather, the Twitter page for Godfather, they talk about Terra Virtua. Pacific Rim, we coordinated with the Netflix, even the Netflix series, The Black. So we coordinated the Netflix launch with the studios. And one of the coolest things that we get to do, look, you can see behind me and you can sort of see, like, we are fans. We love this stuff. So we're like kids in a candy shop when it comes to this stuff, because we get the concept art, we get to look at it, we get to play with it and decide what everyone else would be enthusiastic about. And that sort of works with us and the brands that we work with, because you can really, really get some incredible things made and created, and also just dig out the archives that you wouldn't normally see. I mean, there's so many things that we love, and right now the focus is quite, you can see on our website, it's quite big on art and movies. I mean,
yeah,
one of the things that you see as well, like, we're talking about brands. One of the things that we did as well, we launched the world's first comic book as an NFT a couple of weeks ago. The Nick Percival's, he spent 2 years building out his graphic novel, and we created an entire comic book reader where you can view it on your iPad and read the comic. And then you can actually slice away layers. So you can look at a page and take off the bubbles. Then you can take off the inks. Then you can look at the sketches and work your way down. And no one's done that before. But, right now we've been talking about the wider ecosystem. But, I'm a comics geek, and it's so cool being able to see what they intended to start with and what they ended up with. And to have it as an NFT, it means that now you've got something collectible. There's a massive market for digital publishing graphic novels, and no one's touched it. And that's one of the main areas as well that we're already now developing. I mean, we've got some really incredible creators who are you're going to see some insane stuff coming out in the graphic novel space as well. So
how do these content creators, especially like from a comic book standpoint, I'm not a comic book collector, like straight up, I'll just full stop that. But how do they connect with their community, and how do they look at NFTs to kind of better that? Right. I think that's obviously I feel like that's a feature, right, of NFTs, is being able to kind of take that experience between the content creator and then the consumer, and then obviously going deeper there. I just would love to hear how they think about it, maybe not being native to NFTs.
Well, it's those things that it's really what they hear and see on TV, content creators. So when we initially started, it was educate people on what an NFT is, digital permanence, about the fact you can do really cool stuff with it, and utility around it, experiences that can be tied to it, twinning, authentication, all sorts of stuff that you can do. But what's happened is that since February, I mean, this was something I touched earlier on in this whole conversation. What's happened is that now a lot of the conversation we have with creators is what an NFT isn't. Everyone seems to have a slightly different perception of what it is, what the value is, what the returns can be, and there's right now there's a very, very big movement about the greenness and the power consumption that you have around NFTs as well. And like, when we're talking to comic book creators, they're saying, guys, what you're doing is you're doing one transaction, and it's actually it's killing the planet. And so now all of a sudden with the content creators, funnily enough, that is a major part of our conversation, because creators want to know that what they're doing is actually a new way to connect to their fans. It's a new way to engage with a user base that they've never done before, but they also want to know that they're not doing it in a way which is destructive to the planet. So it's, funnily enough, those are the two things that we end up having in a conversation. Because when you have got fans and creators, their consumers are actually now moving in a different direction to the consumers that were there 10 years ago. So like, my oldest daughter would go nowhere without a Jessie doll, and my youngest one didn't care. She just wanted her iPad. So that digital movement, that ability to interact with digital items, is more and more relevant to a content creator, because that's where his demographics moving. And NFTs is a way to bring back old school collectability and value of your asset to a digital item. And that's really the whole conversation that we tend to have with them. And just on that green bit, I mean, one of the things that we're doing, it's happening over the course of this current month, is that we're moving over to Matic completely, Polygon completely. And the power consumption levels of that, we did some metrics. If you do like mint one NFT normally, the power consumption is about 20,000 emails equivalent, and Matic is 2. So that's where we have to move, because creators care. And actually, it's better for everyone if you actually do something which is a bit more responsible. And the mass market care about this as well. If the consumers are thinking you're destroying the earth, they're not going to buy anything from you. So you've got to be very careful how you trade.
Yeah, just rewinding a bit too, I want to jump in there too about like digital ownership too. You get a lot of people from the physical space coming in saying, well, I don't know where to start. If I sell digital pictures or artwork or whatever online, like people copy it, they're using it in YouTube videos, right? How do I get my fans to really own this, right? And I think that's, we've all heard this argument, like Jawad said, how creators are looking at NFTs is subjective. We're learning how they're looking at them currently, and I think that's going to continue on for now as it becomes subjective to them. But it's really a way to solidify that this was created by, let's just say, comic book artist A. This is verifiable on the blockchain that this is authentic, and now they're able to have like a true way to have digital ownership for collectors. And coming from the physical space into the digital space, there's a lot of growing pains for that, because they might not necessarily completely understand like the technology behind it, not understand, well, if it's, verifiable, they're not going to know what Etherscan is. They're not going to be an expert in how to, go through smart contracts. And so there, like we mentioned before, there is a sense of education there, but the answer is there. Right. And so you kind of have to reverse engineer, where you're going to start with the answer and then learn as you go, become more educated, become more knowledgeable on why this is a really good decision to, start coming into the digital space and mint these items as NFTs for all of these positive reasons. So I think creators are starting to pick up on that, as well as the fact, also, payment options and royalties and things of that nature. I don't want to go off too much on a tangent, but there's so many benefits, to NFTs that I think probably everybody watching is used to, with royalties and fees, etc. Transferring, easy way to transfer items. It's very appealing to digital artists, comic book artists, or even just content creators under an umbrella, so to speak here. So, one thing that we do, when they come to our platform, is we also help to try and get them started with a little bit of a marketing boost, some support, have them come into our Discord, talk to a community. It's a really big deal to kind of nurture newcomers into this space, rather than idolize a lot of these massive artists that have already been here for 4 or 5 years and doing very well now. And people, I think, unfortunately, one of your first questions in the show was talking about market conditions. And unfortunately, a lot of artists and digital creators see the dollar signs first over the past couple of months. And I think those that perhaps might have released some pieces in the past few months have fallen victim to realizing that was kind of, it was a very high priced market for everything at that time. And that's why I said, it comes down a little bit to reality, where, more people come in and afford it. But, content creators, at least learning the technology, being able to get their hand held, through an education process or a small education process. And it's also just self-learning, understanding more the tech back-end side of things through smart contracts, royalties, things such as Etherscan, verifying, NFTs and smart contracts. So it's just a compilation of all these things that is really, from what I've seen, working with artists, that's attractive for them coming into the space.
I think another thing worth mentioning is that what's very interesting as well is when you've got people who've never ever been in the space, like Jeff mentioned, like for example Tim Cantor, he's only ever made oil paintings, and he mixes his own oils. You can't get more old school than Tim Cantor. And after we had a chat and discussed it, he's created like animations which show the transition from his pencils to his oils. And he did that off his own back because he was so excited about what he could do. They are finding it's a brand new way to embrace media in a way that they never even imagined. I mean, people people like Nick Percival. I mean, traditional comic book artists coming into creating a digital interactive comic. This is a way in our platform. What we like is that we are bringing in people who are already in crypto, but just equally, we are bringing in people and artists and creators who just don't know the first thing about it. I mean, and there are some creators that we go back to every 2 months and they're still not convinced, but there are many who just love it and they want to just come in. And one thing that we do find really important to do, and I think this is one of the things we sort of started this trend, was that when we bring an artist in, we support them. We do live streams with them. We have a virtual gallery where you could showcase artwork. You show a fan cave in the Terra Dome, but we've got virtual galleries where we can do exhibitions, and we've done things like we've got collectors showing off their wallets and doing a Q&A with all the up and coming artists who've done incredible work, and we brought artists. Yeah, exactly, an Hashmas. And we've even got our own IP, our own wonderful little robots called these VFlex, which have got a whole mythology that people really love. They're our favorite thing. We created them at the beginning because we just thought they were awesome. They're like these really animated, Funko-like robots. And people have really, really engaged with them. They love them. And with the Hashmas version just fly off the shelf. There've been so many, only a fraction of our supply is ever on sale. But, a lot of stuff can happen around with collaborations in that way. So I think we've gone off on a few tangents, but really we are all about creators and about mass market and normal crypto creators and bringing them together into one place, because it's really all about the art. It's all about the creativity. It's not really about the medium or crypto or non-crypto. We're trying to bring everyone together.
So we're getting some questions here from the comments from the lads. One question is this going to be mobile accessible? Because I know right now you got to download the program on your desktop. And is that each person, in order to come to the fan cave, if I wanted to host something, would everyone have to download that in order to come in? And how do you guys see onboarding for that?
Okay. Well, one of the things that we embraced at the beginning was that we wanted to have a high fidelity experience, because we had a view to where technology was going to go. Now, what's happened is that if you look around, you'll find that most of the experiences that are around are more lower fidelity, using obj models, not incredibly high quality meshes. So things are looking good, but they're not looking fantastic. And that's because web technology isn't quite there yet. So what we did, we sort of took a gamble, and what we've done is we've built it around the Unreal Engine and the Unity engine with high definition FBX models, which isn't really quite ready for mobile, but should watch this space, because right now we're working with a few studios on some streaming technology that would potentially allow this whole shebang to work on mobile phones as well, because we realize mobile is very important. But think more like the Google Stadia and experience with stream to the desktop from a mobile, from a high definition engine at the back end, because the newer versions of the tech are coming, and when they do, the fidelity will be so high. So if you build on low tech, you're going to have a difficult migration path. So we try to start off in a place where you need more hardware, but as the tech moves forwards, everything will be mobile friendly. But it just means that we're sort of a little bit behind the curve in terms of being able to have a full mobile experience. But we're finding a few really nice workarounds that are going to be coming out. And we've got some really good prototypes which are already running. I've seen the fan cave run beautifully on my mobile phone by using a streaming tech. So we're on
there's something else too here that that I think, a lot of people tend to kind of really not pay attention to is the fact that, when you're trying to work, from an application basis with Apple, we're obviously all familiar with how much of a monster they are, how much they take from creators or applications, even from financials. But, anything that's, to me, and I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but they block a ton of innovation. Apple today, they hear blockchain, they hear crypto, they're like, we want nothing to do with it. But yet, on their job postings that I read in an article the other day, they're hiring people to look into crypto and blockchain. So they're clearly investigating, experimenting. So they're blocking innovation from all the people. Trust Wallet had an issue with this where you used to see your NFTs. They had to change that or else they were kicked off the platform. MetaMask Mobile, you can still access their web-based inside, the MetaMask app right now. I don't know how long that's going to last, but that's one thing that we try to communicate to our users, and I think everybody out there needs to understand as well that it's just not like Terra Virtua or another platform, another entity in the space. It's like, well, why can't it just be fully mobile experience? It's not something we can just go ahead and click straight on. There's a lot of parameters that could potentially get you blocked or have problems with getting accepted with the actual platforms, and that's kind of a shame these days, especially when I'm not trying to dog Apple. I'm talking to you on an iMac here, but it's hindering because you have to figure ways around this stuff and how it can be compatible either from like a marketplace or, being able to purchase something within that app or using the experience from an NFT that might perhaps have to, be connected for a wallet, or is that item technically going to be a centralized item that's just on our server in order to allow it for the app? So there's so much that goes into this in order to make it functional, a good experience, and also to remain within the parameters of Apple. You are just walking a tightrope, across New York City, and trying to make sure that everything is nice and fluid to be accepted and all these updates that you want to push out. So it's a very, very tough process. And I think, over time as that, we see probably a little bit more leniency as it becomes less taboo for these larger companies and more accepted. And I think, once they jump into the space and figure out they can work with people, not against people, I think we'll see some things lighten up, and which will make it easier in order to have this really full customized mobile experience.
You guys have been doing a great job breaking down the product that you guys are building. We have some questions that we want to get to. We've been going about 40 minutes, so I definitely want to throw some like lightning questions here that I think most crypto people that are probably paying attention to this would like to know. One, the marketplace itself. Obviously, we have analytics like DApp Radar. We've got CryptoSlam that is showing us kind of marketplace data, but that's only for certain blockchains, obviously. So, as far as the marketplace volume that you guys are seeing right now in a TLDR form, what are you guys seeing in volume?
In volume, in terms of sales, in terms of NFT sales?
Yeah, sales. Yep.
Oh, okay. With us, we're seeing a few $1 million a month at the moment, and most of that is based around the collectibles that we've got. We don't tend to do a lot of high-end auctions, so with us, a lot of items are like $25 all the way to like $1,000. I mean, essentially, it's millions of dollars a month that are coming through our website, and it's been going on a hockey stick trajectory as well. What we saw is that basically we were on a reasonable curve up until January. Then we saw a full-on hockey stick all the way up to March, and now we're leveling off, but the trajectory is still very much like this. So what we found was that really when Godzilla vs. Kong came as well, that was a catalyst to an insane amount of new customer acquisition as well. We've had a huge amount of customer uptick as well. So it's interesting. I mean, right now, what we tend to see every month, and this is an interesting one, is that we've got different lines of products. So you've got the art, you've got the collectibles, and then you've got primary and secondary sales. And then you see as the market conditions change, these lines cross each other like little zigzags. So you have one month where artwork is like this, and then the next month, all of a sudden, artwork starts to flatten out, and then collectibles just go up through the ceiling. It's just really, really interesting the way that the whole market works, and that's because we've got quite a wide array of things. we tend to see an overall volume growth, but it's all a collection of different things. And what you do generally find out, it really comes down to the content. That as soon as the new content drops out, people buy. But the second you slow down with releasing any content, then all of a sudden things start to flatten out. It's really interesting.
Is there a plan to actually have the assets in my Ethereum wallet, for example? I know you guys mentioned interoperability. Is there a plan where I can go in and display what I've got in my ETH wallet?
That's actually openness is out the gate. So now you can take it, you can transfer it, put it in your ETH wallet. And there are some really cool new products coming out as well. Like one of our partners is called Engrave, and they're creating this incredible wallet. And the wallet is actually almost, you've got a mobile wallet as well as one online. And the mobile wallet has actually got the representation of your NFT literally on a mobile phone. So the wallet actually represents the NFTs, even the 3D models. So it's very cool what you can do. And yeah, no, that's definitely what we're moving towards, because you want full portability of your items. And now with openness, you can just have them sitting in your wallet.
Love it. Love it. Okay, last question for me, and then Buffalo might have one more before you guys get out of here. Collect token. If you guys could break down how the collect token works within your ecosystem, and kind of just a general overview for someone that's watching and is interested.
Yeah, sure. I mean, to date, we've had a lot of stuff where we've been talking about the collect token, but people haven't seen much utility. And that's because what we were doing, we were building out a new program, the Prestige program. And so what we wanted to do was, like right now, you see the way that token programs work. They're not really tightly integrated into the website. They tend to be like stakings over here or programs over here, and this is the marketplace. So we spent a lot of time, and it's now built. And just like openness has been rolling out, Prestige will be rolling out, and we're talking very short timeline. But I'm not going to commit anything, otherwise I just get DMs and spammed on Telegram.
We used to give ETAs out. But we'd be getting killed on that. But yeah, for those watching, I think we came into LADZ Discord and spoke about Prestige when we were like first starting to design it and really fine comb it. But I think with market conditions, it's actually going to be the way we just redesigned it, and the finalized process now, given the market movements and volatility, it's actually much more advantageous to users and TVK holders now, when that's going to roll out somewhat soon, because obviously there was a huge downswing in the market for everything. So we didn't want our users and people that had the TV token that might have gotten like hurt or had a little bit of a loss in TVK value, unrealized value there with the market correction going on with everything. It's just it's a better program now, and it makes a lot more sense. Super advantageous to users, and the rewards are pretty freaking cool. But there'll be more information on this soon. I hate saying the sentence that soon, but again, we're just pressured into so much stuff. We had the HashMask collaboration. We had new IP coming out. We were working with Legendary. We were working with Prestige. We were working on UX. We were working on UI. We were working, on marketplace updates. We have, social elements that are going to be coming to the platform over time. I mean, you have to think like there's only so many human bodies that we can fit into an office, or so much time. Yeah. It's been tough, but we are working on all cylinders. Go ahead, Jen.
But what I can do, I can talk a little bit about Prestige. So basically, you got when we launch, we're going to have 5 tiers, and the 5 tiers, you'll be able to stake your tokens directly. So from within the website, you'll actually be able to stake the tokens directly with it without going back to Uniswap. Everything's completely integrated. The experience is completely fluid. So you can move up and down the tiers, and the tiers are going to give you different benefits up to and including having your own custom VFLECT, which is going to be, and this is something really, really exciting, and this is coming very, very soon. Right now it's in open beta testing. We've got a whole group of testers who are currently working on it. And one of the first things you're going to see coming even before Prestige, which is going to involve collect, you're going to see not staking, but you're going to see a new form of liquidity mining experience, where you'll be able to stake your token to provide liquidity and have a new form of rewards. And these 2 programs are going to be launching very, very soon. So the openness was our number 1 priority. Matic is our number 2 priority, and the Prestige programs are right in the middle of that as well. So hopefully the community will see there's a lot of stuff there which we haven't announced anywhere yet, which are going to come in Medium articles and press releases, but it's super cool. We're very proud of what we've done with Prestige. Frictionless. That's what we're trying to do.
Absolutely. Right. All right, Buff, you got anything else?
Just thank you guys, man. I know this is an amazing project. It's perfect to support the NFT ecosystem. I love the fan cave. I'm very excited to mess around in that and potentially hold an NFT live episode in there where people could come in and watch and you know, see all the NFTs. So I love you guys, this project. Appreciate you guys stopping by again. I know you guys were on Easy Street a little while ago, and excited for you guys.
Right, thank you very much. You know, it's much appreciated.
We love the LADZ crew, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
We do, seriously. Thank you.
Awesome. The last thing I got for you guys, because it was mentioned multiple times in the comments, tease us more brands, please, was thrown out multiple times. Is there any way we can squeeze out? Look at his.
It's got to be someone from the LADZ Discord, because I can never keep my damn mouth shut and it gets me in trouble. I like my job. I like working the blockchain space. So I'll let Jawad answer anything on this.
Okay. I'll just say just think about some of your favorite sports, and they're coming down the road very, very soon. That's all I'll say. But we imagine the sort of stuff that's out there, but then imagine coupling that with the technology of the fan cave AR and some of the experiences we can do. So, and also something very big, and also something very, very big in music is coming. That's all I'll say. Very big in music. So
got it.
I can't give names because we're signing the contracts, and the last thing I want to do is have a lawyer jump on my head.
You'll get more questions, and they'll press. They'll press. I was like, just quit while you're ahead.
Right.
Let's get off this show really quickly before we get another.
No. I'm leaving.
Later, guys.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys stopping by.
We'll talk soon. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you. All right. Take care.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye now.
Those guys are great.
Buff,
I love it.
Buff, when are we going to be in the man cave watching an NBA game, trading our NBA Top Shot cards in VR, doing all of that?
I can see it, man.
When?
Soon. It's a popular word in crypto. We all know it. We all hate it. We all sometimes love it when you know soon, sooner, soonish. Sooning. I don't know, man. You know, all I know is that the fan cave, the LADZ cave, needs to be born. Q was in there, you guys, earlier. He was watching Top Gun. He just went off like a little kid. He like wouldn't respond to me at all. He's just like, dude, this is amazing. Oh my god! And I was like, yeah, bro, yeah. So definitely check it out, you guys, if you like that video. You can tell that they're passionate about their project when each one's interrupting the other one to talk more about the project. That's a sign that those guys love what they do, and very glad that they came on because this is a great project, man. Yeah.
I love covering stuff on NFT Live because you can really get behind the curtain there with the teams. And we're going to get to our next project here. We'll talk about this for a little bit longer, but Dreamloops is another team that we've had on recently who you can tell really cares about the project, right? And what they're building. And it's not just like some one-off BS thing. So really excited to get to that team. I know they're actually in the chat right now. So I want to give a big shout out to BitLectro Labs and their first project here, Dreamloops, which is launching on June 13th. But yeah, man, Terra Virtua, that's a name that you hear, you know, just being in the NFT space. But it was great to just talk with them. I love my job.
It's fun, man, and it's looking into the future. We're getting a glimpse. They're opening the door and letting us peek in there to see, hey, what are you working on over there, man? You can tell they wanted to tell us some alpha stuff, but you know they're close to signing contracts. So yeah, I think it's something that's going to support the whole NFT system because let's be honest, there's probably a ton of NFTs you bought over the last year or so. They're just sitting there collecting dust in your wallet, man. You're not showing them off to anybody. You're not interacting with anything. You know, a fan cave where people can actually like go there and see your full collection in the virtual setting, along with something playing in the background that's bringing people in there as well. I think that's a beautiful combination. That when I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. Let's go.
Yeah, we don't talk about it that often because we would be talking about it literally on every episode, but we live at the fringes of things. It was funny talking with them and them saying like, oh, all of this isn't there yet. Well, yeah, I mean, like VR and AR, you guys are the ones pushing it. You know, we're talking to the people that are pushing AR adoption into the real world and how you mesh, you know, assets with that. Like it's awesome to hear those discussions, but it's just crazy to me. We just like live on the fringes so often that it just gets thrown over our head, where somebody that, you know, is in the normal world, IRL, is like, what the hell are you guys doing here? That, you know, they're just getting into AR, maybe VR, and then adding the NFT assets and all these, head explodes.
So some people, man, it's gonna be just like Ready Player One before you know it, just embracing that whole interaction with what you own, what other people own, the system, the ecosystem you're jumping into. I like Gabe's comment here, speak for yourselves. I print them on inkjet and hang them on the fridge, baby. That's how he represents his NFTs. Every morning he goes to get some cereal for his milk for his cereal, and he's looking over at his NFTs that he printed out. It's classy, man. I mean, I don't look at all my NFTs right now. Do you? What do you do? Do you wake up every morning and count all your NFTs, make sure they're all still there?
No, but I think that the rise of these rooms and these visual experiences had made me buy more NFTs and think about my NFTs a little bit more. Maybe that's super vain of me, but I went into On Cyber that one time, man, and was like, I need an ape, and I got myself an ape. So
you aped in. You aped in.
I did ape in, man. It was good to see Jeff was a hardcore collector as well, so that was really cool.
Yeah, love seeing that.
All right, man. I think we are going to get to this episode. We spent a lot of time on that interview, so we will get to BitElectro Labs here. We have them up on my screen. We covered these guys. They were on the channel here a little while ago, I think about a week, which is like 5 months in crypto. So Dreamloops is launching their audiovisual NFT. Some are going to be redeemable here. I believe about 20% are going to be redeemable for physicals. So you see the cassette tapes, you see the vinyl recordings, and they have all these galleries. You guys can't hear the audio, but there's an audio piece assigned with this. We are going to take part in this sale on Sunday. Again, do your own research, not investment advice, but this is happening Sunday. The lads are getting involved, and we have a giveaway as well. It looks like they upgraded their site here to show that there is a randomized fashion to this. There is an audio piece here as we click in, and you will be able to tell all of these things once the asset is in your wallet, I believe. And I believe, again, 20% are going to have this redeemable factor. So I think there's going to be like a cassette tape or a golden Ethereum logo there for those that got the redeemable piece, which I'm really, really hoping I do.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love these guys, man. They first came into LADZ City on LADZ City Radio, and then we had them on NFT Live, and I'm going to be involved on Sunday for sure. On Sunday, we have Fun Uncle doing his show, a little promo real quick, at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you got to do is go to lads.city. That will bring you to our Discord. Actually, it'll bring you to a terminal, which will allow you to get to the city, but it'll also give you all the information about every show we do here in LADZ City, and he will be breaking down the whole space, and we'll have him follow through on that sale day as well. So shout out to Fun Uncle. As you guys saw at the beginning of the show was a nice little trailer that he created about NFT Live, and I want to give him a huge shout out for doing that because that was awesome.
100%. Can we roll that again? It's that good. It's that good.
Roll it like 100 times.
Just roll.
Roll the beautiful bean footage.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. You know what it is. It's LADZ Day. It's the best NFT show in the world. I've got my main man, Crypto Buffalo, bringing you everything you see here in LADZ City.
I'm ready for some drops. I got my mitt going. Let's play some ball, brother.
Look, he brought his mitt.
Nice. This is my Little League mitt, too.
Everybody who's been helping LADZ lately, this has become a community.
What we're building is awesome, and what we're all doing together is definitely amazing. Brings a tear to my eye.
It does, man. You remember that day? Oh, was it the Sandbox guys, from that Sandbox movie? I can't believe I said that, man. I still will never live that down. Neither will Xplow. He won't let me ever forget about it. But it's just the fun times we've already had. And that is just a couple episodes. Like, Fun Uncle just came on board. He's pretty new here, man. I have every episode we've ever done. I might have to give him from the beginning of how crazy it's been. I didn't have this crazy, nasty beard when we first started either, man. There's some things that have grown, since the beginning. When I come in, at end of August last year for NFT Live, there was no LADZ City yet. There was no LADZ token. I knew where NFTs were coming. Did I think they were coming this fast? No, but I knew you and Ronan the Collector were ahead of the curve. You guys were the first rocket blasted out that, man, I just knew I had to get on board with you guys, and it has been a crazy adventure since.
Feels like 10 years ago. I can't even remember the date, but I can't even remember that you didn't have a beard. So that lets
Same
me know
here.
that your beard's rocking.
Weird time.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna get to the remainder of the episode. We interviewed Terra Virtua for about 40 minutes, so I definitely want to get to the remainder of the market talk here. A lot of it's going to be centered around the generative art, but Dreamloops is one of those. So Dreamloops is having that sale. We are going to be doing that giveaway there on Twitter. So go to @NFT Live if you haven't already. There's a little bit of guidelines there that you need to follow. And then 2 are going to be given away on Twitter. 3 are going to be given away to some nobles. Nobles hold the highest rank here in LADZ City. They hold more than 5,250 LADs. And they get rewarded for doing so. So there's the utility piece there, as well as a couple others, including tokenized access to the Discord, if you're not familiar. So 3 nobles are going to win Dreamloops NFTs. We will be making more announcements about how that's going to look here over the next couple hours. All right. So we have the remainders of the story. I'm just going to go into a quick weekly rundown. NFT Plazas does a great job. They do this every week, and I give them a shout out every week because they deserve it. They do a weekly rundown here of all the latest sales there in the market. It looks like they changed their font, guys. Come on now. But they gave us the big sales of the week. It looks like the biggest sale of this past week was a 24 by 24 estate in the Sandbox. So Sandbox keeping up a little bit. CryptoPunks Bakery Combos, which I believe is a bakery swap. So Binance Smart Chain NFT, Dream at Burning Man, which I'm not familiar with, and Meebits. So no Bored Apes in there. Did not see any Bored Apes in there. Collectible market over the past 7 days. Bored Ape Yacht Club does make itself known here. We have 10 million and then 8 million, 8.8 million in NBA Top Shot. And then we have CryptoPunks and VFriends there. So that is happening. OpenSea obviously killing it. That I don't even know why they need this graphic. But OpenSea and Rarible are doing well. You see OpenSea is up 27% as it comes to sales volumes, about the same for Rarible, almost exactly. Crypto Art is telling us here that Nifty Gateway is still pulling in that cash. Foundation is making a run at it. And Super Rare and Maker's Place are making up the top 4. So really cool stuff there. Just giving you this each week, and we do see trends start to kind of show up, right? We see a lot of Bored Ape continuously increasing, but OpenSea in general, I'm keeping an eye on. When you see that volume increase there, that's really cool to see.
Yeah, it's a good trigger to kind of see where we're headed.
Absolutely, man. So that is going to come from NFT Plazas. We are going to get to the next piece here, which, generally, I mean, let's hit it. We have a Zed Run piece that I'm going to touch on really quick. So Zed Run had their piece yesterday. Bear is drinking for like 10 years.
You can hear that, Mr. Bear. You got a drinking problem.
Yeah, I can definitely hear.
Did you hear that kitty cat earlier? There was a cat in the interview. It wasn't my cat. By the way, poker password for later on today is I bluff with a capital I, lowercase b. There you go, XWOW. Poker password for anybody who wants to get into open poker.
So we have the piece pulled up on my screen here. So Echo Drop was happening on Zed Run. This was scheduled to happen yesterday. So you can see the waves there on June 10th that they were going to sell these Zed Run horsies. And they came back and said, no horsies today. We have a Dear Zed Heads. We regret to inform you the Echo Drop has been postponed. We apologize for this as the team was unable to deliver the experience we wanted to have. Anyone who was able to purchase a racehorse during the drop can rest assured you will receive your purchase. We will go away and investigate these issues. I don't know if they're going away, but anyways, an update will be provided on Monday. And then they came back with another announcement here, of which within that, there's a whole nother very special announcement to come. So a lot of announcements coming from the Zed Run team. I know a lot of lads were looking to get their hands on some Zed Run horsies here and did not get any because of this cancellation / postponement. So just wanted to give a quick shout out to that situation.
I haven't gotten a horse yet for Zed Run, but I definitely feel like it would be something that LADZ City could support, where we could have ourselves an event where every horse in that race is a horse from LADZ City. Could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, the Zed Run stables have definitely been thrown out in the Ether or in LADZ City. So if anybody is actually interested in like really getting after that, we are always open. We have a lot of people doing a lot of different things in LADZ City. So if you're really looking to head up that project, let us know, and we might get you some funding for that. So the next project here is something that Crypto Buffalo does own. We do have SuperYeti. So there's two pieces to this, right? We had the Zed Run drop that got canceled, and I'm wondering if there's ETH that does, and I think Furo pointed this out, but there's definitely ETH that was trying to kind of make itself known here and trying to be used in that Zed Run race that potentially could make its way into Yeti. So there's 10,000 NFTs. This pre-sale started on June 8th, and it goes, I believe, until June 15th. So for those of you that are into generative art, we've already talked about Dreamloops, but Yetis have made themselves relatively known. And I want to pull up OpenSea real quick because we're going to be able to track the amount of Yetis that have been sold up to this point. So this has been continuously going up here for the last 24 hours, 48 hours, and it looks like it's slowly starting to sell out. These are going to be for 0.1 ETH a piece. Again, do your own research, not investment advice. If you have any questions on the Yetis specifically, let us know. There were some little things that we can take from this. We have a game that was specifically potentially coming out, set to release in early 2022. These are going to be 3D models. I'm not certain that they're going to be able to get a game done in that time, but we'll see. You never know what the actual game means. They could create a really bare bones game in that time. Obviously, again, the 3D interactive characters, you have the different rarity traits like we've seen across the generative art space, and we get a kind of interesting look there. No bonding curve, of course. Can't do bonding curves here in NFTs today. That's you're a pariah if you do that.
Mm-hmm. That was earlier this year, and it's so late now. So now, for anyone who hasn't gotten it, I got in. Q peer pressured me. I had to do it. No, I've been missing out on the apes, the gutter cats, I don't even know what else. I block out anything I miss out on. But I did jump in on this one. I thought it was kind of cool, especially because you don't know what you're going to get, right? And so once you order one, after the 15th, they're going to release, and it's randomized on which one you're going to get. I think that's kind of cool, like when you got into Hash Mask and a lot of the other ones. I like that kind of thing where it's like Christmas morning. Once I finally get it, I'll see which one is mine to represent and maybe put in my Terra Virtua someday. Who knows?
Yeah, I think it's always okay to take a flyer on some of these because you have the ability to maybe get a super rare run, regardless of what happens with SuperYeti, right? And we can jump into the discussion about generative art because there's a hefty amount of people that are like, what is going on in generative art? Why is this taking off? Basically, all of these different rarity traits, and you stick them on an NFT, you stick them on an art piece per se, but they're getting more and more looking like collectibles every day. Why are these taking off? It's all of the different things that are happening with the communities. I think there was a lot of people seemingly that were looking to take part in an awesome community. All of those Bored Ape people, what were they doing before Bored Apes? Like, there was no community for you before Bored Ape. It's crazy to me that Bored Ape has done what it's been able to do in such a short amount of time. They seemingly have formed a community that seems like they've been around for years at this point. I mean, they've got drops, they've got people posting pictures every single day, videos, all of these different things. Well, all of these other projects, SuperYeti, and there were definitely ones that came before Bored Ape as well. So I don't want to throw too much love at Bored Ape, but they just seem to have captured the zeitgeist, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What do you think about it all?
It's right now, like you made a good point yesterday before I bought one where you were like, hey, this is definitely the first wave, right? The first generation ones, because there's only, a handful, less than a dozen so far of these kind of projects. And some like Bored Ape are crushing it. And some other ones, like Cats, I know it was just a catastrophe at first. But
it wasn't.
Exactly. But I mean, for someone who wanted one, yes, it was, right? But now it is starting to clean up its act, and it sounds like it's going to be, a pretty decent project that people secondhand might be able to get in. They're just still so brand new. When there's hundreds of these projects going out, yes, it will be very redundant, very like, okay, what's the difference? But Bored Ape, man, they're leading the way in that sense, and I'm curious to see how other projects can stand alone on theirs. What are they doing different? What's Yeti going to do different than Ape? Are they going to be comparing, or are they going to be collabing? I'm curious to see what happens with all of these projects.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop into the Yeti Discord. Obviously, going to these Discords and checking out everything that they're doing and the community that's being kind of like just the movement and the momentum, if you will. If I use a Buffalo term, you want to be kind of tracking this to see if they've got any of that kind of momentum. So I'm in the Discord now. Snow Yard Chat is going to be probably where we check this out, and they're going to be keeping their eye, of course, on the amount of Yetis sold, because we're getting up to the end right now. So this latest user says 7,777 is where they're at. So maybe we get some more, Buffalo. Maybe we get into this. The cats you bring up is a good piece. I'm going to drop this into the Yeti Discord and see if they hop in here.
Twice.
Tigbo got me.
Tigbo. All right, that's a jinx right there.
The guys that have been in multiple of these servers have seen NFT live, the link dropped in multiple, Bored Apes. We were like, yo, we're live. So we are in the Yeti server right now, guys. It's fun to be in these servers and check out all these different communities. Buffalo, I believe, is we got a thumbs down. 2 thumbs down.
Wait, who did it? Is there any lads that did it?
I guess that's spam. It is. Well, yeah, is a little bit of spam.
3.
Yeah.
And it's Terra Virtua, not Yeti. So
you're right.
It's not
classy.
Right. Not classy.
Stop spamming. Yeah. Okay. I get it. Okay.
You did that live too,
Listen,
you guys.
Deleting.
There you go. There you go.
Forever on the blockchain. Let's see.
That's not the vibe of our tribe, bro. We don't go out just spamming other groups. Hey, this is what we're doing. Come over here.
Sorry about that, Yeti fam. We will definitely hop out of your server, but just wanted to give you a little bit of a shout out, okay? We were trying to do good things for you.
We're trying to do good, but we kicked the door down and knocked somebody over on accident. We're like, shit, sorry.
We're like, yo, we're here. Couldn't just knock on the door.
I know, dude, we wouldn't let you in. You have to kick the door down.
Yeah. Oh man! All right. Well, we're out of. You'll get more people to check your stuff if you do it the right day. Thank you, Safi. I appreciate that. Dude,
right.
Listen,
yeah, you can learn something. From
some
that
people know Some people know marketing, and the cat with the fro knows marketing, guys.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. All right, so we've got the Yeti fam that's there. We'll pop out of there. Thank you so much.
The lads will come to your rescue, though. If you look, a lot of lads are trying to protect you there, man. But
look, Charlie's giving us a shout out here. Charlie Munn is saying, "I'm 2 minutes into their stream and they seem like good people." Yetis for life. Yeti,
yeah,
Yetis through. There it is. Yeti strong. All right, we're gonna pop out of this, guys. Yep. Thank you so much. What a great experience that was.
I learned a lot.
But. Oh no, Choina just dropped another one.
Choina.
Guys, we gotta get out of here. Okay, pop off my screen for a second, Buff, so I know what we not to hit next. All right, well, that is it for that. I am gonna ask Buffalo to go right.
Yep. She had to come up and say it.
How dare you?
Nope, she came back.
This is me. This is me.
Okay.
Johnny Labels in the house. We got Safi getting it. OVOT. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now, though. We didn't really give you guys much of a shout out as we were interviewing Terra Virtua. We wanted to dive deep into that project, but we definitely are excited that you guys are here. And we just got a huge influx of Yetis. So Yeti fam, we didn't mean to spam you guys. Apologies on that one. We just wanted to give you some shout out love. So I am on Crypto Slam right now. I wanted to go over this story really quick. Axie Infinity. It looks like Crypto Slam might have been paying attention to NFT Live because Axie Infinity is on here now. Just a couple days ago, and you can see the Ronin tag there. Axie Infinity was not on this. We were mentioning that they were by amount of volume, secondary market volume, they were the top project, and they weren't being displayed as such. So you definitely have Axie Infinity here now. I don't know how far this goes back. And it looks like it goes back 30 full day, all times. And it looks like they are in the top 3 there with NBA Top Shot just doing it in a massive amount of volume there. So shout out to the Axie fam. We are making our rounds here today in the Metaverse.
So what was very interesting with BTC Miami, if you followed anybody who was there, A lot of people that I follow on Twitter were there representing Axie. A lot of people were showing off their Axie tattoos. I don't know if you know about this, but a lot of people be getting Axie tattoos. It is a thing. I don't know if I could ever do that, but shout out to any one of you who has got an Axie tattoo. I know Rage Cage is thinking about it, or he does have one. I can't remember. I'll have to ask him when he comes back from El Salvador with all his Bitcoin he's getting.
All the volcanoes on the Bitcoin. Okay, so we are going to hit the next story. I don't have any data on this on GutterCatGang, so I don't know exactly where I need to go to find this stuff. But seemingly, and I think this is just going to be. Oh yeah, please put us in there. Put us in there. Can I be in there? Am I in there?
I'm going to put you in there.
Yes.
In there.
We were here on NFT Live on Tuesday. Okay, we were here NFT Live Tuesday. GutterCatGang was going live. These sales are going to continuously do okay, right? Well, in this start of this cycle, and they completely botched their opening. And I guess someone was able to front run and bought 2 GutterCats before the actual public sale went live. So they just, instead of saying, you know what, let's completely invalidate those first 2 by resetting this and figuring it all out and doing the drop another day, they said, fuck it, we're going to do it live. And that's what happened, and seemingly everyone was pissed off. Still, the GutterCats live, and that's a huge narrative. They're almost like the anti-Bored Ape Yacht Club or anti, I don't know. They've definitely taken the chip on their shoulder and ran with it. I'll just leave it at that. But we are chilling here in the GutterGang Club, and we are just having ourselves a good time. There's no fish sticks here, Buffalo, but there looks to be right behind your left shoulder it looks like a mouse salad, so it's all right. It's all right for me.
Yeah, you're not having to sit next to it. It reeks, bro.
Yeah, so not much data that I can like pull up on my screen here, but I'm just surprised that the GutterCatGang was able to get through this. Like that's a real big surprise for me. We'll continue to see if they kind of come onto these analytics platforms, but I'm just surprised that this place still exists. I thought they would have burned it to the ground after that botched launch. You've seen that multiple times where it's hard to get that stain off of you. So let me know what you guys think about the GutterCat launch. I know a lot of people are into generative art right now as it comes to the NFT spot. It is the hot thing right now. It is the hot thing. So let me know what you guys think. Let's see. Chris Tuttle saying big fan of the GutterCat art, and their Discord is getting kitted out real fast. OpenSea rankings show their volume over 1,000 sold as of today. Okay, 1,000 ETH sold. Buffalo, you know what we should do?
I'm down. Let's do it.
We should go to the GutterCatGang. Let's all right, you fill this with any type of filler that you see fit, and I will head over to the GutterCatGang and see if we can't get a bunch of Yetis and a bunch of cats and a bunch of apes together and see what happens.
Do you need like 38 seconds?
I need about 38 seconds exactly, yes. You know what it is. It's LADZ Day. It's the best NFT show in the world. I've got my main man, Crypto Buffalo, bringing you everything you see here in LADZ City.
I'm ready for some drops. I got my mitt going. Let's play some ball, brother.
Look, he brought his mitt.
Nice. This is my Little League mitt, too.
Everybody who's been helping LADZ lately, this has become a community.
What we're building is awesome, and what we're all doing together is definitely amazing.
You ready?
Another tier. Yeah, I'm ready. It looks like Gabriel's asking if we can get the Ape Club involved in this too. We can do a little bar crawl.
I like it.
Guys, I got to be honest, we are going to break rule number 3 here. So it says no spam or self-promotion. I don't know how long we're going to be here.
Ruh-roh.
I don't even know if it's worth it to do this. Or here, is anyone already a cat that can post in here that's not self-promotion? Be like, hey, they're live and we're here. I don't want to be the guy. I feel like maybe we work with these guys in the future. I don't want to burn the proverbial cat bridge down. So if anybody is a GutterCatGang, please share this in GutterCatGang so we can continue this bar crawl. Buffalo's giving me nothing to work with today as we go with Rams is coming through.
Hey, I was waiting, man. I was
Yo!
like the dramatic pause, you know? Want to see what was going to happen.
Ramses is coming through for us. HD says he's a cat man. Ramses is taking the heat on that one. So hopefully she doesn't get hit by any cats down the alley. But GutterCatGang, hopefully you guys are kind of coming into the chat here. But we wanted to show your portion of the metaverse. You guys are right down the street from the Ape Club, from what I'm hearing. So, although that doesn't really make sense because the GutterCatGang looks like it's in an urban area, and the Bored Ape Yacht Club, it looks like Cajun country. So I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know. Any thoughts whatsoever on today's episode, Buffalo?
We're starting a war with every community out there with generative art pieces, so we're off to a good start.
The lads are actually doing a better job. Look at Gutter BT says, hi, YouTube. Guys, this is what's happening, GutterCatGang. We've already been to the Yeti Club. We haven't been to Bored Ape Yacht Club yet, but we are just doing a Metaverse bar crawl at this point, and Crypto Lander is going to get us banned from this chat immediately. The Yeti fam was super happy to have us, so hopefully the GutterCatGang doesn't do anything too crazy like give Crypto Lander the ban hammer. So
I love all these communities, man. I think it's one of those I can't wait to see, like in metaverses too. When we go on a nice little metaverse field trip, go hang out with the gutter cats, and the crazy apes and the yetis, and each one of those, man.
Yeah, I agree with that. CyberKongs is also on our list potentially. We have a lot. Buff? Can I ask you one favor? While these GutterCatGang people are hopping into the chat here, can we go back? Can we get back to the fish sticks? The fish sticks. We can go back to the GutterCatGang bar, and
there it is. I was so confused, bro. What the hell is he talking
Bravo
about?
Zulu's in that. I'm losing my mind here because I am in the GutterCatGang bar. What game is that? That is a weird. It looks like Asteroid.
Oh,
you guys have
Fishbone, bro. You never played Fishbone?
I didn't realize how crazy this setting is. If you just look around, there's mice in cages.
Right? And they got a little mouse surprise in the back there. That's pretty dope.
I'm kind of scared now. I'm actually kind of scared. All right. We got some beer. What's in the top corner there? They have a
There's a toilet sign, so these cats are potty trained. All right.
Oh man, we are losing steam here in the GutterCatGang, but I appreciate you guys joining the house and showing off this area, man. Definitely excited to continue to see these generative art communities pop up and really just take over. I will personally say I'm very surprised that the narrative has caught on with the way the sale went. I'm super happy. I own a GutterCat, so definitely excited to see these communities continue to grow out.
I don't own one, but I'm FOMOing hard every time we see you back in there.
Do we? I hesitate to move into the Bored Ape Yacht Club. We have the poker. You want to say the poker password?
I bluff. Capital I, lowercase b, L-U-F-F. I bluff.
All right. Here's what we're going to do, guys. We are almost like an hour and 30 minutes in. We're going to have the community choose. Do you want us to stay on task and have ourselves a clean episode, or do we continue down this route? So to choose your own adventure, we could go into Bored Ape Yacht Club here. It's up to you guys. You put it in the chat. Let us know. We can get to the rest of the stories as well. So that's something we can absolutely hit. All right, while we're waiting for the community to decide, I got Blankos I wanted to touch on. Blankos is getting 75 mil in additional funding. They're going to build out their team with this money. So we've got Mythical Games getting this $75 million in funding, which brings their total to 120. They just released that latest piece and that latest early access piece that I guess updated the game. It updated a little bit of the NFT assets, how you can combine them. So Blankos is going to be, I think, a big player as we go forward. But there was a lot of, how can I say this? NFT games are hard, so we'll definitely keep monitoring Blankos, but they're gonna continue their work there.
Now that Blankos game is hard. I never got one race completed. Every race did not qualify, which was just all sorts of embarrassing. And then just got pwned in the Battle Royale. Looks like a lot of these lads are saying, keep that bar crawl going, man.
All right.
Got BT coming in. He's representing the cats. Love to see it. Welcome.
All right. I know we have some apes in the house. So the apes, you guys drop it in the ape house. We will continue this bar crawl. I don't know if we have the asset here for the Bored Apes. I don't know if we can head over to the Bored Ape Yacht Club, but we will hop into their server for sure. So any of you apes out in the house that are watching this, definitely drop this episode and we will continue the bar crawl. Xbox saying you got 400 mint of the Blankos. That is a lot of Blankos, sir. We got a Blankos whale in the house. Oh no. I'm seeing SuperYetis sold out.
Oh.
No, that can't be the case. No way. No, SuperYeti's still not sold out. Okay, we are going to continue this bar crawl. I'm going to drop this. Oh, there we are with the llama.
I forgot all about him back there. Still working hard, llama. I'll take a Long Island iced tea, please.
We are regulars at this point, man. They let us in the front door. It's not the back. They let us in the front door here. Llama's over there making drinks. Lads are a regular at BAYC at this point, man.
This reminds me of a lot of like fish and chip restaurants that have a lot of like the anchors and things hanging on the ceiling and like a model of a great white shark. I love it. It's got class, man. It's totally where I would eat every day.
There's no rats in cages right now, so I don't know what do Bored Apes put
but
in
there
cages?
is a hand in a jar directly above your head. So
Where?
There are things you might have to ask them about.
This would be cool to just go through on like I don't know. We obviously you don't have a job if you do this, but just go through and see all of these different pieces here and see all of these different lore and see what they kind of have. So, anyways, we are continuing. Those SuperYetis are not sold out yet. So there's about 8,000 that have been sold. They go up to 10,000. So we are kind of rolling here through the bar crawl. Crypto Stamina is saying you are back live on NFT Live. We are continuing our bar crawl across the generative art pieces. You are... All right, sounds good. Well,
I gotta design these and build them out.
We're out of here.
If you look directly above me, there is an ape mermaid. I don't know if you've noticed that one. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, Carrots is saying llama has a soul-burning stare. Guys, this has been an amazing episode. We might actually plan to do this again and really like schedule it out and really plan it out because I think that could be really fun. We just hopped out of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Really love the lore that's coming out of there. And there were a couple different things that happened with that community. So I'll highlight them really quick and then we will head out of here. So first of all, Beeple came out. Our man Beeple, who we love so much. I said that as sarcastically as I could.
I didn't.
Beeple, actually, no, this happened a little while ago. I confused that with the CryptoPunk, which he just released. But obviously, Beeple's getting after it with the Bored Ape Yacht Club and Meebit drama. Not sure what the Meebit clan is doing these days. Haven't jumped into the Meebit community there and what they're doing. Let's see. What else do we have? Let me see if I can't get it on my own profile here. This was actually really cool, and I want to share this with all the lads. So we have Neon Ape Yacht Club / and this is the important part, Boring Coffee Club. He says, fellow apes, a decision has been made. I will officially be launching Boring Coffee Company. In order to be featured on a coffee bag and receive 1% commission on sales of your coffee, you can bid in an NFT auction. Highest bidder will be chosen to be the face of the brand. How cool is that, Buffalo?
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
This is really, really awesome. If I had any wrapped ETH, I would actually place a bid. I tried to do this earlier. Maybe I could do that now. Can we do it live? You want to do it live, Buff?
Every day, man. That's how I roll. Uh-oh.
Wait,
He's broke.
No, now we have to do it. Now we have to. I don't know why it's not reading my my thing here. Here we go.
In the meantime, I'll drop some comments here. Charlie Munn says, please connect with me and we can connect over the Yetis. Another Yeti fan right here. Welcome to Lad City. This is NFT Live. Q and myself have purchased Yetis. We are part of the group. When's our first meeting?
These gas fees are absolutely ridiculous. $2
back in my day.
Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm gonna put this bid in, guys, and we are gonna get up out of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. But this is really cool. I definitely am going to be outbid on this. I just want to like have my name etched in history and show you guys that I'm not a poor boy. Here we go. Let's see if I can't do it. Buff the filler low today. I'm going to go ahead and place the bid. I'm going to go ahead and place the bid. This is an all-timer here with the filler. Okay, I got the signature request. Guys, MetaMask is killing me today.
I need to focus.
I get it.
I really need to focus.
I get it. There you go. Boom.
There he is.
No one outbid me yet. Let that marinate there for at least 2 minutes before you guys go in and outbid me. But we are having a great day. Hopefully, my ape can be the future of boring coffee. Really excited about this one. But it just shows what you can do with Web3, man. I really, really love how all of this comes together. You're able to use an NFT asset, get commission through the sales of this, and do it all through an NFT auction. Like, it's just exactly what we want to be seeing, and it's cool to see it come out of Bored Ape Yacht Club.
There's just so many things, so many possibilities that haven't been done yet, man. I'm so down to cover all this. I know today's show was all over the place, but so is this space right now. So, strap on, man. Put your helmet on, and here we go. Each week, I'm down to just keep on, checking out these groups and communities, see what they're up to, and saying hi and seeing what they're all about.
Awesome. All right. Well, we have the episode to finish here. So we are going to hop out and we are going to talk about Aavegotchi LADZ. We are going to talk about that last bit of giveaway. So Dreamloops, we're doing that giveaway. Go to @NFT Live if you haven't already to check out that giveaway. We also were able to have one of our own, Choina, who is an Aavegotchi ambassador. So now there is a Gotchi LADZ channel in LADZ City, and there are going to be all types of cool collaboration rewards that we'll be able to do. So huge shout out. Buffalo's got LADZ Day to get to with the LADZ City Radio. So that is going to be it from us, man. What do you got?
I thought we had, is that everything there?
I'm done.
You don't want to talk
unless you got something else. Go ahead.
You don't want to talk about the llamas?
I'm going to go ahead and give you zero filler on this one. So go ahead and
I can't bring up the link. You're the ones got to bring up the link.
Okay. I'll do it.
We're going to shout out to our llama here. Did you guys know that there's llamas out there and they're the first NFTs in near space? No, doesn't sound as cool. But
what is near space? It's just like the space between.
Yeah, man, that's deep. I believe it is where it is the outer layer of. I'm drawing a blank right now. I haven't eaten food in like 12 hours. I'm dead inside. But llamas, man. I don't know if any of you guys have these NFTs, but it seems to be the thing right now. Where are you taking us, Q?
I got no filler. Tell me where to go.
Oh, I saw you open up a tab. I didn't click on it, so that's what I was wondering. But that's it. I just wanted to. There we go. Llamas, first ever NFTs in near space. Interesting. Just wanted to show that as we end the show. You never know what's happening until you see it. Llamas in space. And the show is officially off the rails.
You never.
Don't even.
You never know what's happening Until you see it.
It's true. You don't know. Did you know? You didn't see it. You don't know.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I hope you lads enjoyed that show. We were all over the place. We'll get better next week. But I enjoy it, as always. I look forward to these, man. Every Friday when I know we're going to do NFT Live, I go, there's no way I'm going to go a whole show without laughing, cry laughing, and peeing a little. Those are the 3 things every Lads Day that happen.
Oh, okay. I might have to change my shorts this episode too. Guys, amazing episode of NFT Live. Thank you so much to Terra Virtua, who came on and did a great job explaining their project. Lads Day continues, and we will get up out of here. Thanks again, and our vibe, our tribe.